My name is Eric Brown Jr. I am a technologist, a mentor, and coach.
Mm.
And I have been on a journey of discovering how technology can create opportunity for me to learn and grow, but also help others learn and grow as well. Yeah, I think I have a passion for students. I think that, when you think about, race relations in America or it's in the world, people always use this word hope and like, well, we have hope for something, out of a history of despair, there's a stone of hope. And for me, that hope is always our students, always our youth. And also, I'm a big kid, and so I'm always able to connect with students because I still think about the same things that they are interested in, whether it's drones or video games, or the latest and greatest in technology and media. And so, whenever I see an organization such as you all that are investing in the youth, inspiring them, giving them an outlet and a space to think about what they like to do, but also expose them to new creative ways of showcasing their talents and gifts in the world, that makes me come alive. And I'm always willing to invest in individuals who are connected to the local students, especially those that are minority. So honestly, I fell into it. So I was homeschooled throughout middle school, and I was bored. I'm an extrovert. I enjoy doing a lot of things, interacting with people, and I was a busybody. And just being in the class by myself, I had to find other things to keep me occupied. And so I started taking things apart, my remote control car, try to put it back together. I would, get used computers from friends, and I just realized that technology was something that kept me interested, but I also realized that people also valued my ability to fix things. And so that's kind of how I got started with technology. And then when I got into school, I started to formally learn, digital skills and pursue internship opportunities to do it professionally. But starting in middle school, I started to really, tinker and find that I love technology. When I think about STEM, science, technology, engineering, mathematics, I didn't really understand what that was from an acronym standpoint until later on in my journey. But I realized early on that like there weren't a lot of people who looked like me doing these things. And so as I would go and try to get computers or learn about different programs, uh, in my general scope of people in my circle, I didn't know a lot of people who were in technology or who did it professionally. And honestly, I think it wasn't until like my senior year in high school or getting into college that I actually meet individuals who were, in the STEM field doing it as a career that can give me insight on what it looked like to actually do the day-to-day job. And honestly, a lot of those individuals weren't minorities. So I learned that although I was excited about it, that there was a limited amount of individuals that had my background and experience doing the type of work that I was doing. So, actually in undergrad, I studied arts and humanities, so communications and philosophy. And so this is totally different than what you would typically think as someone who's in STEM in college. And so, although I had this passion for technology, it was really just a lifestyle. So I would build computers, servers, do hackathons, just for fun. And then I realized quickly when I went to career services that all the opportunities, at least the ones that I was interested in, were mainly around STEM. So I said, well, how can I, blend my arts and humanities background with STEM? And so I would tell people I'm a technical communicator. So I'm able to take really complex ideas and communicate them in a way that a novice or someone that is not necessarily a deep technologist could understand. And so that
Mm.
was kind of my pitch to companies and organizations to say, hey, I know this is my background, but I'm able to be this business analyst or be able to be a mediator between your business.
Mm.
And I got a lot of internship opportunities because of that.
Mm.
And going into my senior year, my advisor told me that there was a conference, and it's still going on today. It's called the Thurgood Marshall Leadership Institute. And so I went to this institute. At the time it was in New York City, and I learned about leadership development and just best practices in applying for jobs. But at
Mm.
that same conference, they were actively recruiting for full-time positions at Microsoft and several other companies. And so, interviewed with Microsoft and made a good impression and had the opportunity to go to the second round. And that's ultimately where I got my opportunity to get into Microsoft and start my career right after undergrad.